Hello everyone and welcome to my world. So in today's episode, I'm actually going to start working on the other half of the gold farm, which is the bartering farm. That is just so that I can get the gold over to the pigmen to actually trade with them. Now the design that I'm actually going to be using for that is another Shulkercraft design, so that it just ties in well with what is already built for the simple gold farm. Now, in the other video, I forgot to mention, I actually have a smaller farm, actually. I'm just going to quickly just get rid of these guys. Won't be a second. There we are, a little bit quieter. So I've actually had this farm built. Now, the way that it works is that there is a redstone connection to a dropper. Now, whenever I put in the rubbish that I get from this mob farm in there, it will one by one send the items into the void. Now, this was built by Rileybbryne on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description for this in the description again, so that you've got it there if you wish to build it yourselves. It's just very helpful, saves me having to run to the edge and throw everything out when I can just dump everything in the chest and forget about it. Now, in today's episode, as I said, I will be building a barter farm. So I will now need to go and collect the materials as usual. So without any further ado, let's jump into the time lapse. time lapse now over and done with, I have now collected all the materials that I needed. I also collected some more coal, so that way I could have some more in the furnaces. The main reason for this is I'm trying to build up a stone reserve while also building up the necessary coal that I would need to build those stone reserves. So I believe in one of these chests, I've now got 10 blocks of coal for each one. So hopefully next time I do a time lapse where I have to collect stuff, I'll put this running in the background. That way you've got a little bit of this running so that I can continue making that. That way, when it comes to building the builds and actually making them look nice, rather than just having cobblestone islands floating in the sky, I'll actually have stone placed islands, and they'll look much better towards similar to the things that I've done in my creative stuff. So hopefully, that'll be all the next steps forward. Now for this farm, I've got all the materials here. Again, this is a Shulkercraft design. You can find the link in the description on how to build this, but I won't be showing it on stream, just simply out of respect of the guy who made it, and he can have all the views go to his side if he wishes to have tutorials for it. Now, in regards to building it, it's only going to take me a split second, so I'll be back in just a minute. So now that the farm has all been built, now the main difference between this one and the Shulkercraft one is just simply that I've multiplied it over. So this is technically the one barter build, and then the next and the next and the next, all put together, all lined up nice and neatly. And yeah, it works by simply placing the gold in this chest here and then simply hitting that button and dropping it in. Now, however, what I will be doing, I will be going back up to the gold farm and getting that all into place so that I can actually further get that set up, so the gold will all be in there. Now, how did I get these piglins in here? As you know, I've got the ladder going all the way back down to the nether, but back on, I think it was the 5th episode, when I first actually came to the nether and built a portal on the top roof, I actually built a staircase that led me up to the block I jumped through, and so I just repurposed that and actually just brought them all the way through here, trailing gold as I went. And yeah, I was able to lure them all in, get them all name tagged up, and yeah, they're now just chilling in there until I do some gold to them. But with any further ado, let's get back into a time lapse and go back to the gold farm and get that sorted. And with that time lapse, we have now come to the final stages of today's episode. I have now got all the gold in place, and as you can see, surprisingly, I actually ended up getting enough gold that each and every one had 16 available, plus the gold that I had already in my inventory. But yeah, so hopefully I'll just quickly run these guys, see what they come back with, and then we'll wrap up the episode. So all the farms have now been run. All the gold has been processed. It didn't take too long, given that it was split over 5 of them. But hopefully in the future, I will actually raise up a lot more gold. So now we just have to pretty much see what's in these. Now, I haven't checked beforehand to see what has actually came through, so I'm doing this pretty much blind. So we've got some spectral arrows, we've got some crying obsidian, some soul sand, some normal obsidian. We've got some iron boots with speed on. Soul speed 1, soul speed 2. Soul speed 3 boots, that's not too bad. Got a fire charge, nether bricks, so nothing really too much. So we got another soul speed, and a few bits and pieces. It's nice, we've got some nether quartz out of that. Still no gravel though, that was the main whole purpose of this, but we do have a splash potion of fire resistance, which is not half bad. Oh, there we go, we got 43 pieces of gravel, so we can actually convert that into quite a bit of dirt. Some more spectral arrows, some obsidian, crying obsidian. We got some iron nuggets, which is good. Got some black stone, again, some nether quartz, so that's all good. Now in this one, yep, more gravel. Got some ender pearls, which is great. Got some black stone, soul sand, some leather, some of the basic stuff that we've seen before. And lastly, a little bit more gravel, a lot of spectral arrows there, and some nether brick and some soul sand. So that's actually wrapped up pretty nicely there. We've got some good amount of gravel for the amount of gold I've put in. So hopefully I will continue doing this. I will probably start off the next episode with just a quick little time lapse of the gold farm running, just so we can have that running in the background and get some more gold to drop into these. And yeah, we'll see what we can gain from them. And hopefully I'll start working on the next farm. So if you could please comment, like, and subscribe, that'd be amazing. Lets me know that these videos are actually enjoyed, and pretty much just tells me what you would like to see in the future and how you would wish this world to progress. And without any further ado, I'll see you in the next video.